What's up, everyone? Welcome to the October 3rd edition of DraftKings Tournament Plays presented by PrizePicks. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoney's DFS. And as a reminder, be sure to click the link below to claim up to a $100 first match deposit bonus with PrizePicks. We have an 11-game MLB slate tonight. And as usual, we're going to take a look at 3 of the top tournament stacks and 3 of the top tournament pitchers using the top stacks tool and the top pitchers tool all on the Stokastic.com website. Starting with the top stacks, number 3, the Los Angeles Angels taking on Adrian Martinez tonight in Oakland. It is a park downgrade for the Angels, but Martinez has had some issues this year. 20.2% strikeout percentage, 4.1 xFIP so far in the major leagues. The Angels did just see him as well, so hopefully they can have a little bit more success here than they did last time. They're projected for about 6% ownership with a 7% chance of being the top scoring stack. Their active roster has a 115 WRC plus and 183 ISO, thanks in large part to the duo of Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. Number 2, the New York Yankees taking on Martin Perez in Texas. Perez is having a solid season with a 20.9% strikeout percentage and 3.74 xFIP. The Yankees are projected for 4% ownership with a 7% chance of being the top scoring stack. Their active roster has a 116 WRC plus and 180 ISO this season. And number 1, the New York Mets taking on Corey Abbott. It is a pitcher's park in New York, but the Mets are projected for 8% ownership with an 8% chance of being the top scoring stack. Abbott has struggled this year, striking out 18.8% of hitters with a 5.99 xFIP. The Mets active roster has a 119 WRC plus and 160 ISO. Now, before we take a look at the top 3 tournament pitchers, we do have a promo code for viewers of these videos. That promo code is AdamMLB. Use it and get 50% off Stokastic Plus weekly. This offer is available for new users only, but if you haven't already signed up for Stokastic Plus, be sure to take advantage. You'll get access to behind the paywall data, including the top stacks tool and the top pitchers tool that I reference in these videos. Again, that's promo code AdamMLB. Use it and get 50% off Stokastic Plus weekly. Now looking at the top 3 tournament pitchers, number 3, George Kirby hosting the Detroit Tigers in Seattle. Very favorable pitcher's park and about as good a matchup as you can get. The Tigers' active roster has just an 80 WRC plus, which is the worst in baseball. They also have a 24% strikeout percentage. Kirby is projected for 34% ownership with a 17% chance of being a top 2 scoring pitcher at $9,000. For the season, he has struck out 24.5% of hitters with a 3.32 xFIP. Number 2, Joe Musgrove taking on the San Francisco Giants. Musgrove is only $8,700, projected for 32% ownership with an 18% chance of being a top 2 scoring pitcher and an 11% chance of being a top 2 value. Musgrove has struck out 24.7% of hitters with a 3.46 xFIP this season. The Giants' active roster has a 108 WRC plus and a 24.2% strikeout percentage. And number 1, Brandon Woodruff hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks. Woodruff has struck out 30.6% of hitters with a 3.14 xFIP this year. He's projected for 36% ownership at $10,600 with a 26% chance of being a top 2 scoring pitcher and a 7% chance of being a top 2 value. The Diamondbacks active roster has a 96 WRC plus and 22.5% strikeout percentage. So to recap, the top 3 tournament stacks: number 3, the Los Angeles Angels; number 2, the New York Yankees; number 1, the New York Mets; and the top 3 tournament pitchers: number 3, George Kirby; number 2, Joe Musgrove; and number 1, Brandon Woodruff.